What a gorgeous nighttime view from high above the city of Atlanta. Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. We're all tied at 1-1. If the first two games have been any indication, we should be in for a great series. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. DA, take it away.
Well, Ben Simmons was the top-rated player in high school and in college, but a fractured bone in his foot cost him his first NBA season. He said, "A lot of people forgot about me. You have to build yourself up again. And for me, I wanted to prove myself again." Kevin, we all agree he's done just that.
He sure has. First NBA All-Star ever out of Australia. Thanks, David. A look at the 76ers starting group. The tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Capella in at center.
All right.
So Atlanta will get the first possession. Young passes to Collins. Here's Herter. Good D by Embiid.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
The offensive rebound. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
Now, here is Young. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws here for the night. And the first one at the line is good.
And, of course, all the comparisons to Steph Curry. Young just trying to be the best version of himself. And we've already seen the upside.
And so Young nails them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Richardson outside. On the wing, Harris. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
No wasted motion with Harris. He's so smooth and polished as a scorer. He gets those catch-and-shoot jumpers off nicely.
Here's Herter. Pass to Young. The 3. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Richardson. Here's Embiid. And Capella sends it back.
Over a 7'4" wingspan for Clint Capella. That's long, folks, and makes him an intimidating shot blocker.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Simmons against Young. The drive by Simmons. Basket counts.
And Simmons is accustomed to finishing over all types of defenders. I mean, that jump shot is just pure money.
Now, here is Young. 5 points in the game. Shot by Collins, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Capella goes in. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Here's Young, following the score by Josh Richardson. Over Simmons. Shots good from Young. Young's got 7 points in the game.
And adept mid-range shooter as well. All Young needs is a little breathing room, and he set the fire.
Left side, Harris. Rebounded by the Hawks. They won their last game Monday night.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
In the corner, it's Richardson. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Herter.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
So it's Richardson with the jam.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now, here is Young. He's got 7, gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 10.
And the effortless shooting motion. Young's three-point jumper is just poetry in motion and has it on automatic.
Simmons against Young. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Horford. And it's Horford with the extra effort.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great positioning.
Young against Embiid. Young's shot is off. 76ers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And Simmons kicks to Richardson. Sinks the triple. Richardson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Young passes to Hunter. Collins with it. And it's Richardson picking him up. Young. And he converts the layup. Young's got 12.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
The drive by Simmons.
Good boy, John.
Collins dishes to Young. Inside. And there's Hunter on the assist by Young.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Here's Richardson. He has 7. Here's the dish to Simmons. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit on these kinds of looks and just plays right through the contact.
And Embiid with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Simmons finds Embiid. And here's Harris from the arc. No good there. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. In the corner, it's Hunter. Offensive rebound, Collins. It's good.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And the free throw, no good. And it's Harris with the ball for the 76ers. They trail by 1. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
And here is Capella. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Drops in the tray. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now here's Simmons. 6 points for him. Horford kicks to Simmons. Shot clock at 5. The shot, no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Here's Herter. The quick look, no good that time.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And they double up Simmons. Back to Horford. Here's Embiid.
Oh, my
great dunk.
goodness! That was special. Boy, this big guy, Joel Embiid, is a center with an awesome dunking arsenal.
Here's Herter. He's got 5. Here's Young. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Simmons on the wing. Defended by Young. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
And, you know, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane bounce, he takes advantage of it, really demonstrating how lethal he is in the air.
Now, here is Young. 14 points for him.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And Philadelphia has possession, following the bucket by the Hawks. Simmons passes to Horford over Young. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Simmons. Horford's got it all tied up now for the 76ers. Young against Simmons. To the middle, here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Simmons passes to Harris. To the paint. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Clint Capella.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
He misses the free throw.
I tell you, Joel Embiid possesses remarkable talent. I mean, this big guy is graceful and strong. He's a real matchup problem for everybody.
And he's good on the second. Here's Teague. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, some point guards will feel that contact and just take the trip to the line, but Teague was determined to draw the foul and convert the shot.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And Philadelphia making a change here. O'Quinn's checked in. Free throw good, Teague.
And Teague is a little reserved, but he's a natural leader, a guy who commands respect, I think, on both ends of the floor.
Up top, Simmons. Out to the right wing, Thibault. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Now, here is Young. He's got 14.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Here's Simmons, trailing by 4. Shot clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Scalabissiere.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. I mean, really skilled at making the defense get a little shaky when he has the ball.
The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses.
You look at Ben Simmons, and it's easy to compare him somewhat to LeBron James because he's a walking triple-double threat every game. And quite honestly, I think he's only going to get better, especially if he adds a jump shot.
He hits the second from the line. The Hawks leading by 3. Teague feeling it out a bit. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Teague's got 5.
And every small guy should have this shot. Teague loves the floater. A nearly unguardable shot when he gets it up that quick.
Milton the pass to Simmons. Lets it go from the wing. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Atlanta's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Here's Young. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
The 76ers trail by 7. Thibault the pass to Simmons. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Trae Young.
That's what you call being a master of your craft from Simmons. I mean, fooled the entire defense in the paint there.
This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Hawks. 6-point lead. 46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Passes it to Fernando. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Burks. Fernando can't get it to go.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Young. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Young's got 18 points.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Simmons with it. He's got 10. From deep 3-point range, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far. Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Ben Simmons. Also, Kyle O'Quinn is out there. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. Now here's Simmons. Misses from close range.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
The 76ers trail by 10. Pass to Burks. And here's O'Quinn. The pass to Simmons. Score the basket, his fifth of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
And, you know, guys, we know Simmons most enjoys getting others involved, but he's showing you he can have huge nights himself as well.
And stolen by Simmons. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Thibault. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Now here's Teague. 8-point game. Drills the three-pointer.
And over time, Teague has really gotten more and more comfortable shooting his three-point shot, and that's impressive considering what a weapon it can be for him.
Here's Thibault. And it's Simmons penetrating. Rebound, Atlanta. Fernando's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
Now, how about the strength and focus on that one? It's clear Hunter up to the challenge at finishing on a physical defense.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Atlanta. Jones comes in for Labissiere. Raul Neto's checked in for Philadelphia. The free throw drops for Hunter.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 12. Here's Thibault. Dedmon with the block. Young outside. Wide open look. And that one goes long.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Right wing. Here's Neto. Pass to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
The slash ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive cutting mentality.
Young against Simmons. And it's blocked by Simmons. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Burks. Lays it up and banks it in. Burks has got his first points of the night.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Teague. The 9-foot shot. It's rebounded by Neto.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And that one's good. Hunter.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Pass to O'Quinn. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The 76ers have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. The Hawks making a switch here. Herter's checked in. And so O'Quinn nails both of them. The Hawks leading by 11. Outside Teague. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Tell you what, guys, you've just got to give Teague a lot of credit for his focus. Very poised under pressure.
From deep, Neto. Here's Harris, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul. This goes against Atlanta. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Harris.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Al Horford, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Richardson in for Alec Burks.
You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
Now, here's Teague. 10 points for him. Over to the left wing. 5 to shoot. From deep. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, the floor awareness and passing ability of Embiid, very impressive, and he continues to grow as a passer.
Jones against Horford. Jones dishes to Hunter. Good D by Embiid.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Here's Neto, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Embiid, no good. In the corner, Herter with it. Atlanta again, missing.
You know, after making 1 3 in the first quarter, he's had none here so far in the second.
Neto finds Embiid. Neto surveying the floor. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Outside Teague. Ripped away. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Richardson. Rebound by the Hawks. Jones in the post, guarded by Horford, and it's sent back by Horford. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella comes in for Dwayne Dedman, and it's John Collins in for Jones. Pass to Herter.
Hey, right there. Get through. Ball.
Back to Collins. And there's the pass to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 3 on the clock. Teague for 3. but they recover it. Here's Herder, and he gets the bucket. Herder's got 7 points in the game.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
From deep, Neto, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Horford against Teague. Rebound by the 76ers. Horford's got 5 rebounds tonight. He's off on that one. Collins with some nice D. Capella inside. Harris is there. From 8. Count that one. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Horford!
It's stolen by Capella. Now Teague. 10 points for him. Pass to Collins. He kicks to Capella. Passes it to Herder. 5 on the clock. Made that one only his 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor. Here's Neto. He's got 5. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Pass to Horford. Top of the key, Harris.
Kick it out! It's the foul!
And no good that time. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Here's Herder. Good on the triple. Herder's got 12 points in the game.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Richardson outside. Back to Horford. Shot to stop the run, and he lays it up and in. Horford's got his 3rd basket of the night.
High percentage play. He's excellent around the rim.
Teague the pass to Collins. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. Labissiere's checked in for Hunter. Embiid against Capella. Labissiere kicks to Teague. 4 on the shot clock. That shot missing. Good D by Embiid. The 76ers trail by 11. The pass to Milton. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
Here's Teague and Embiid with the block. He blocks it again. Top of the key. Again, Philadelphia.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Herder. 12 points for him. Drops in the tray. And it's 13 points for Jeff Teague.
You know, there isn't a lot of time in between when T caught the ball and then when he let it fly. I mean, that was a great example of a quick catch and shoot.
Here's Milton. They trail by 9 points. And Capella sends it back. And Teague, here we go. And it's slammed in by Teague.
Hey, there's no lack of confidence in Teague's ball handling ability. This guy is very comfortable in tight spaces with that ball on the string.
Now here is Harris. He has 6. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The 76ers have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. So both teams making some changes here.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Embiid. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Teague with the ball, and Burks picks him up defensively. Misses from short range. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. 8-point game. Harris misses. Atlanta's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Here's Fernando. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
A nice shot by Embiid.
You can't allow Embiid to hurt you like that. I mean, he's very gifted at finishing on the drive.
Now, here is Young. Takes a 3. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Jeff, you guys had a great first half. Is the key to the second half to continue to be that aggressive?
Yeah, we got to play defense. They're a really good team. They're going to play hard. They're real physical. We just got to come out and keep guarding.
Jeff, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Looking at the Hawks, this could be the pivotal game in this series, and they're playing like it. They may not be running away with it just yet, but you could just sense in the first half how focused they are on grabbing that 2-1 lead. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
More spectacular play by Trae Young. It's not just the skill set, it's the instincts of the game. Makes quick reads, and he's decisive.
Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
I really like how they limited turnovers. You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice passes. When you can play like this and cut back turnovers, it can add up to over 10, 8, 12, 15, 16 easy points, Ernie. I don't know how many points. A lot of easy points. They'll be in good shape if they can keep making the same smart plays.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's Embiid. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Boy, the sheer size of Embiid often puts the defense in tough spots. He's a beast.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here. And the first one drops.
Go ahead, man.
And Embiid drops them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Here's Capella, and the rejection by Embiid.
That long reach of Embiid's is a real asset on defense. Covers a lot of territory and knows how to snuff out shooters.
And here's Young from the arc. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
An effective multi-dimensional scorer. Young is incredible at turning on the Jets when he's feeling it.
Horford has a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 3rd assist on the night. Young passes to Hunter. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Pass to Young. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Embiid.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard Young. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Young. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And here is Simmons. They get a hand on it. Young with the steal. Here's Hurt. Richardson covering.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Young against Simmons. Passes to Herter. Floats one up. And Embiid with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And Herter gets it to go. The 76ers trail by 11. Richardson outside. Embiid trying to break loose. Richardson, good. Richardson's got 11. So it's Atlanta now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Young with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Drains it from beyond the arc. Young's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Atlanta. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Simmons. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Collins kicks to Young. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Now, here's Richardson. Tight defense on him. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control, Simmons can get up for blocks.
Embiid, no good. Atlanta leading by 10. It's Young on the wing. Simmons pulls it in. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. On the wing, Harris. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Harris has got it back down to within single digits for Philadelphia. Hawks have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Herter. Richardson covering. Young passes to Collins. And the three ball is good. Collins has got 9 points.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 16. Dishes it to Horford. Makes it off the glass. 13 points in the game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Capella kicks to Collins. And stolen by Horford. And now the 76ers on the break. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
You know, he was the third pick in the 2007 NBA draft, guys. Horford won 2 college championships at Florida back-to-back before entering the league.
First free throw is good. Atlanta making some changes. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Clint Capella, and Jones subbed in for John Collins. And Al Horford drops them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And there it is for him. Hunter's got 10.
A solid mid-range shooter. Hunter knows where his strengths are.
And Simmons kicks to O'Quinn. Back to Simmons. Tries again, and the layup is up and in. 18 points for him.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Herter passes to Hunter. Outside, Jones. Young taking his time here. Shoots. Clock at 6. Dedmon. Off target from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Simmons. Simmons missing again.
Well, that's a rare miss for him inside. He may have just rushed it a bit, maybe lost concentration too.
Dedmon dishes to Young. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Got to be careful in how you're going to guard Young. He often seeks out contact and really forces the issue.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
And he makes the first. So both teams changing it up here. And so Young nails them both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Teague finds Labissiere. Philadelphia on D. They trail by 9 points. Hawks passing it around. Here's Fernando. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
No good from Simmons.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Fernando can't get it to go.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
O'Quinn the pass to Milton. Here's Simmons. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, it's really hard to say too much about Simmons. I mean, bouncing off defenders like they're not even there.
Teague drives in, and it's blocked by Simmons. Now, here's Burks, guarded closely. Yes, that goes in.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Pass to Fernando. Now, here's Dedman. Labissiere with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Teague. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 7th rebound here tonight.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
The shot by Milton, no good. Atlanta leading by 5. Fernando, the pass to Labissiere. Here's Fernando. Burks with the double team. Here's Labissiere. Hits the three-point bomb. Labissiere's got 5 now.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 20. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. The Hawks leading by 8. Young outside. Burks with the double team. Now the pass to Labissiere. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. Down low, here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, you can't give up this kind of positioning, not to a guy like Simmons. I mean, all you're asking for is to get burned if you do.
On its way from Young for 2. Atlanta again missing.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Burks. And Simmons slams it in.
Boy, you cannot neglect putting a body on Simmons. I mean, with his height and athleticism, this dude is a problem on the glass.
Young passes to Fernando. A minute 42 left to play in the third. Teague can't hit. The 76ers trail by 4. Now Embiid. He's got 12. Now here's Burks. Pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
When he's close to the rim, the attitude that Embiid brings is, I'm dunking this thing.
And Young kicks to Dedmon. Here's Teague again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
You know, it's the muscle and size of Embiid that allow him to score through contact.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. John Collins, he's checked in for the Hawks. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Harris is checked in. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. So it's the Hawks now. Passes it to Young. Here's Fernando. Burks covering. Here's Young, and it's good, 2 points. Young's got 32 points in the game.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
And they double up Embiid. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup. Embiid's got 9 points now in the quarter.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And the thing about Young's jumper, it's almost intimidating, and that unlocks so many other options for him.
Simmons on the wing, defended by Labissiere. With 1 on the clock, and Simmons with the layup. Simmons got 12 points here in the second half. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Philadelphia 76ers. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. The Hawks trailing. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. The young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Milton in at the point.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
And also, guys, they take a lot of pride in their ability to rebound the basketball, especially on the offensive end.
There you go.
And the Hawks with possession here. A 2-point game. Teague, the pass to Young. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. 37 points for Trae Young.
He's showing no signs of letting up here.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Burks finds Richardson. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on Clint Capella.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
The Hawks shooting at 48% from the floor, looking good. Young passes to Capella. Outside Teague. 13 feet away. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Capella's got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebound.
Now, here's Burks. And Simmons slams it in.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Young. Simmons with the defensive effort. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. The lead is 2, and that one is good. And that's 21 points for Joel Embiid.
Tell you what, the offensive game of Embiid, ridiculous. He can score in so many ways.
Now, here is Young. He gets that one.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Harris. Simmons finds Richardson. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Richardson's got 5 points in the quarter.
You got to recognize Simmons is a pass-first guy, which is why you can't leave somebody open around him.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Hawks making a switch here. Hunter's checked in, and the 76ers also making a change. Al Horford's checked in for Simmons. Now, here's Hunter, guarded by Harris. Puts it up. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Took him no time at all on that one. Harris has got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers. Young passes to Capella. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. And Herter gets it to go.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Feeds it to Richardson. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Young passes to Capella. Here's Herter.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Burks kicks to Richardson. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. First one falls for him. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Young against Burks to the inside. Hunter no good.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And Greg, it's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Now, here's Collins. Young outside. No good on the 3. Philadelphia leading by 7. Here's Burks. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
To the paint. Banked in off the glass. Herter's got 12 points here in the second half.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
The 76ers shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Richardson outside. Four on the clock. Puts one up from 19. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And stolen by Harris. 3 on 3. Wants to get it to Burks and does. Good, and Harris gets the assist. And the 76ers lead by 9.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one. Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Richardson the pass to Burks. Elbow shot is on the way. Again, Philadelphia.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Simmons is checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. I got a chance to listen in on what Lloyd Pierce was saying to the team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. Here's Herter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
Harris outside. To the middle. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Capella. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. And Simmons slams it in.
When he's sprinting down the court like that to the basket, Simmons is virtually impossible to stop.
Here's Young. Lays it up off the glass. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Some players rise to the occasion in the playoff spotlight, and some wilt under it. We know which type he is. What a stunning night for him. And they double up Simmons. Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
Man, I love how Simmons sets the floor up. So good at spotting his teammates for high-quality shots.
Simmons against Young. And here is Capella. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to go on Alec Burks.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Shooting two.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Now, here's Burks. And they double up Simmons. Back to Burks. 6 to shoot. And here's Harris from the arc. They get it again. And the dunk by Embiid.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
First free throw is good. And Al Horford drops them both. The Hawks trail by 12. Young passes to Herter. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
One shot.
Free throw no good for Capella.
And, you know, one of the things you admire most about Clint Capella is that he plays to his strengths. He doesn't do stuff that he can't do. An athletic big man who, in that way, is similar to DeAndre Jordan.
Now here's Simmons. Pass to Harris. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. The Hawks trail by 10. Here's Young to the left side wing. Here's Herter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Horford.
Shooting two.
No good on that one. No good on the second free throw.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
Well, you look at Tobias Harris, and I really think attacking defenses is one of his strong suits.
That's good from Harris. And Harris drops them both. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Down by 12. And stolen by Simmons. Harris outside. Back to Simmons. And there's the pass to Embiid. Shoots over Capella, and it's off the back rim. No good. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Young with the ball. Now guarded by Simmons. Pass to Herter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got assist number 8 here in this one already. The 76ers leading by 10.
Yo, check Simmons.
Outside, Simmons. Embiid dishes to Simmons, and it's in there. Simmons got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. I mean, it's quite honestly what he does best in pick-and-roll situations.
Now, here is Young. Goes up on the high post and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Embiid against Capella. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And at 250 lbs, Embiid is a terror inside, using that large frame to draw those fouls.
The first one falls. Josh Richardson's checked in for the 76ers. And Embiid drops them both. Young with the ball.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight, and an important win for Philadelphia.
In one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ben Simmons.
Well, his defense was tremendous tonight. Really, really high level. He was a pest, forced the opponents into a lot of turnovers.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Harris. Now Simmons. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily, and they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of a series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.